No longer will Alberta ask permission to be prosperous and free. That's what Danielle Smith declared after winning the UCP leadership in 2022. So what does that mean? Who or what has Alberta been asking permission for, and when? Alberta already holds control over its prosperity. So what is Alberta fighting for? And what is the Alberta government actually accomplishing? Premier Danielle Smith has made provincial sovereignty the centerpiece of her agenda. But constitutionally, Alberta has never needed any permissions. So far, Smith's government has not gained new powers or blocked specific federal laws through legislation. What it has accomplished is largely symbolic. Under the Canadian Constitution, specifically the Constitution Act, 1867, Sections 92 and 92A, Alberta already controls key areas: healthcare, education, natural resources, and taxation. These powers are constitutionally protected. Ottawa cannot take them away and has never tried to. Federal law does apply for all provinces in shared areas, such as environmental protection and Indigenous rights. Where conflict arises is in how federal policy impacts Alberta's energy-heavy economy. The clean electricity regulations and proposed emissions caps apply nationally, but disproportionately affect Alberta, primarily because Alberta's economy remains heavily reliant on a single sector: oil and gas. This lack of diversification makes the province more vulnerable to policy shifts that target emissions and energy transformation. Smith introduced the Alberta Sovereignty within a United Canada Act to reject federal laws deemed harmful. But the act is largely just symbolic. It cannot override federal law and has not yet stopped a single regulation. Oil and gas generate over $50 billion annually in Alberta, supported in part by generous Alberta government subsidies and tax incentives. But the world is moving toward low-carbon energy. Major investors are shifting capital to cleaner jurisdictions like Norway, California, and British Columbia, places that offer long-term regulatory certainty and credible climate strategies. Alberta's economic base through diversification does not mean abandoning oil and gas. It means reducing reliance on a single revenue source while securing future growth. Fighting federal policy may protect short-term profits, but it risks missing the next wave of clean energy investment. The fight against Ottawa seems to come with more costs than benefits. Economic uncertainty and political volatility can reduce investor confidence, and polarizing rhetoric may isolate Alberta from national collaboration and global partnerships. Legal autonomy already exists. No permissions are required or ever have been required, and Alberta's prosperity and freedom has largely been decided by their own provincial decisions. What Alberta needs now is not a fight for what it already has. Alberta needs a strategic plan for diversification. Redirecting subsidies from oil into tech, clean energy, and advanced manufacturing would reduce boom-bust cycles and build long-term stability. So, what is Danielle Smith talking about? Constitutionally, not much. But politically, her government is resisting deeper federal cooperation, climate-linked funding agreements, and a coordinated approach to Canada's energy transition. For decades, Alberta's prosperity has been shaped more by how it manages its own resources and revenue than by federal policy. And in many ways, the province's failure to diversify and save during boom years has done more to undermine its long-term freedom than Ottawa ever has. What exactly is Alberta trying to achieve? Or has the fight with Ottawa become more about rhetoric and blame than real results? And is this fight really leading the province towards strength, or just further away from opportunity? If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more fact-based insights on Alberta's future. Thank you for watching.